This is Polestar. Let's look at Polestar on the monthly chart. The chart suggests price has bottomed, especially if in a couple of days the monthly chart can close above key resistance, which will potentially serve as support at the $4 level. Before we continue with the analysis, let's get into this article. This is coming from Market Beat. Polestar Automotive leaps ahead in EV production race. So Polestar is an EV maker from Sweden, and many don't know, but their deliveries far exceed many of their other well-known EV makers, such as Rivian, Fisker, Lucid. As an example, Rivian for 2023 is forecasting 50,000 vehicles. Fisker is forecasting 37,000 vehicles, and Lucid is forecasting 10,000 vehicles. However, Polestar is forecasting 60 to 70,000. Now, what I didn't realize was that Polestar is a subsidiary of Volvo, and what I didn't realize was Volvo is 80% owned by the Chinese automotive giant Geely. And some additional news in terms of deliveries and how they're going to exceed their forecast for this year. While Polestar shares many of the Volvo's suppliers, it has an independent design team. The company is building a new factory in South Carolina, and they're looking to make at capacity up to 300,000 EVs per year. Now, if you ever looked at a Polestar vehicle, it's very simple, elegant, not very flashy, and the names are not very flashy either. They're very simple to remember. You got Polestar 1, Polestar 2, and Polestar 3. So on May 11th, Polestar released their first quarter 23 results. The company reported a GAAP earnings per share of 1 cent loss, but that beat expectations of a 5 cent loss. Revenue rose 21% year over year. In regards to revenue, revenue missed by $64 million. On July 6th, Polestar revealed its best quarterly deliveries in Q2. Deliveries rose 36% to 15.8K. The CEO expects the momentum to continue for the rest of the year for a seasonably strong second half of 2023. More than 20 prominent Polestar show spaces are expected to open as well. Now, Citigroup has a $5 target. Again, let's go to the weekly chart so we can see that bottoming a bit better. You had buyers defending this $3.30, $40, $3.30, $3.40 level. You had this gap up in price, not on high volume, but a gap up nevertheless. Now again, this $4 level was support. Now resistance should serve as support again, so rightfully so. Origin of a breakout usually gets retested before prices resume higher. Let's put Citigroup's target, which nearly hit a couple of weeks ago at $5. Let's scroll down to the daily chart. And what you can see, as price was declining, you had the moving averages above price. As price based out, we'll call this the accumulation phase. You have the moving averages leveling out, and now you have the moving averages turning up, which should serve as dynamic support. You also have price teetering above and below the 200-day moving average. Now this will take some time before price is definitively above the 200-day moving average, but the charts are suggesting that price has bottomed. So where would you go long? Where could you get long? Well, like I said, usually the origin of a breakout, you get a retest. Let me see. Let's look at volume here. This $4 area is a round hole psychological number, but this is the pullback that you've been waiting for, right? 20% pullback. Thus, it's not very high volume. Nevertheless, you have a rally in price. You have a couple of basing candles and a rally out. So this would be a level to potentially get long. Now price is rising today, but if it can pull back, look for price to revisit the $5 level as a short-term target, which is also Citigroup's target at $5. Again, Polestar has bottomed, and like all the other EVs, they're moving higher, and I would anticipate Polestar and other EV makers to continue to move higher over the next 6 to 18 months. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.